Welcome back to Minecraft Getting to the End. This is installment number 23, and we are back on top of our pillar in the middle of a plains biome hunting for Endermen. Now, I showed you in the last episode how I had achieved a looting 3 sword without any kind of fire aspect. We're going to use that hopefully to quickly harvest ender pearls. But that is a valuable sword, despite the fact that I got it pretty, after just a couple tries. It can take you dozens of swords to get one that has looting but not fire aspect. So keep it safe. I have this floating chest here that I used several episodes ago, and it's still there. And it's got my sword and the 2 ender pearls that so far in the game I spent many nights in a row trying to acquire. And I'm hoping to blow that number out of the water. Really, the only thing that will keep me from doing that is not having Enderman spawn. But I'm not too worried about that. Now, I do have my infinity bow with me. And that's nice because I'm not going to use up too many arrows while clearing out the other mobs around. But if I do end up going running, I want to be very careful that I don't die, because it is a very costly bow as far as experience points go. Patience is a virtue. I'm not seeing much around here at all, and I might end up going for a run just to see if I can see something. Leave my valuable bow here and just head on out. I see creepers on their way. So let's get our bow back out. I'm still not seeing any Endermen. One arrow to kill each of those creepers. That's the nice thing about having that very powerful enchantment. So now one thing that I can do is kill some of these mobs in hopes that Endermen spawn when there's more computer memory available. Looks like we may have spent an entire night without seeing a single Enderman, but that happens. Like I've said in the past, this would be more productive in a desert, but I've searched a fair area now, both here and at my new base, and I've not been able to find just desert area, so I feel like I'm kind of stuck with this. During the day here, I might try and harvest these trees just to clear up the sight lines a little bit. And, you know, you got to do something. Oh, that's one. It's going to be too far away. So there is one you can see, but it's just too darn far away. Sometimes what you can try and do is hit it with an arrow in order to get it to warp closer to you. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it from here. So, that's a disappointment, but what are you going to do, right? You could go running, but I don't want to go away from my safe box right here. So we will wait for another day. So there's a little bit of running that worked for me, but now it's light out and I don't think we're going to have the same luck. Seems to be. Yeah, I think we're having problems with it being light out. Alright, so, I'll go ahead and fast forward this. I may do the rest of the episode just as fast forward and do a recap at the end. We'll have to see. Okay, it's the next night, and I've just spotted this Enderman right here. I'm attracting his attention and getting rid of the mobs in the area. I waited through the day. The night before we didn't have any spawn, but already I'm having better luck. And we just go through our routine here of making sure there's no mobs around, other mobs like skeletons to get us. And I dig down just above where he can get me, get my looting sword out of that chest, and I attack him. It takes several hits. These guys are a little tricky. But the enchantment of the looting sword should make it, there we go, so that he drops the ender pearls, which is what we're after. And I got one. Now, that's not bad. This is the first Enderman that I've killed with the looting sword, and already I got one. Remember, I had killed a lot more over maybe 6 or 8 nights and got a total of 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some fast forwarding here until we see our next Enderman of the night. And there's one right there. Sometimes you have to look away from them to get them to come. It's like if you're in a staring contest, they can't really see you. If you don't know where they went, look behind you, but oftentimes you can find them. Go. Store our sword away safely. And down. Single pearl. Alright, but again, at least we got something out of him. He dropped. It's a rare drop, and that's 2 for 2. So in this one night so far, we've doubled what took us 6 or 8 nights before. So get this guy to come. There he comes. Now, the ability to find one Enderman right after the other is more indicative of a desert biome, but we're doing okay here tonight. Come on. There we go. He dropped his pearl. Great. Four ender pearls. Now there is the looting enchantment at work. So we now have 8 ender pearls, and 6 of them are on this night alone. And I think that's a pretty good example of what you can accomplish with that looting enchantment. Alright, well, I'm going to keep going and collect about 20 or so pearls, and I'll see you on the next installment of Minecraft Getting to the End.